What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be putting on two gauges. One is the AFR and the boost gauge, but before we do that we got to fix a little problem. We put a different catch can on here last video. I turned out to totally hook this thing up wrong, and I followed a picture that showed us how to do an NA catch can, but since I have a turbo, it was done all wrong. So I asked some people from the MR2 group chat, and they said, so we put the breather that used to be here to here, and we gotta hook this hose up to there. And then we gotta cap off the PCV valve off and the manifold plug in the back. So we're gonna go to AutoZone and get those parts, and then after that we can start on the boost gauge install. So we're back from AutoZone. We got an assortment of plugs, and then we got clamps, and then we got this tube. And everything should work out with this now. So we ended up buying the wrong tube, so it doesn't fit all the way on there. But this already looks jank, so I mean, it's even more jank. It's like steps. The guy that was telling me how to do this said, if the engine oil dipstick shoots out, then it means that he needs to rethink of how we put this in. But supposedly it will work, so that's what I'm making it on. Moment of truth, guys. Will it start? Yes! Let's go, boy! It works! We just finished that, we ate, and now we're gonna go on to the gauge install. I'm getting a torque screw for the bolts that we need to undo, and it should be a pretty easy process, I've heard. We need to take this A-pillar off and replace it with the other one, which is here, and it has 3 gauges, but I only have 2 right now because I am a broke boy. The gauges also don't fit in here, so I'm having to shave it down right now to make them fit. But I think the top one fits now, and the middle one is like halfway there. So we're getting there. Sweet, we got it off. There's only one wire going through there. And look at that nice, beautiful paint. Never been touched in 15 years. Which one you want to hook up first?
Which gauge?
Yeah.
We'll put both wires through at the same time.
Sweet, alright. So I don't know if we're going to have to remove the battery yet, but the grommet is right back there. You can see the wire coming from it. And we're going to try to snake it through there so that we can get it to the engine. Good thing when the guy that was tuning the car, he put this extra bung in here, so we can put the AFR OBD2 in here, and then I guess reroute it either this way or that way, and then go around back, and then hook it into there. And then for the boost gauge, we're gonna have to put another T on this baby. We're gonna have to put another T on this baby right here, and we'll figure that out when we get to it. So what we're gonna try to do is we're gonna try to get this coat hanger, and we're going to put those on the end of it, and then try to stick it to the grommet. Then we're just gonna cut a hole through the grommet and then maybe seal it up. I don't know, but it's gonna work no matter what. We're gonna find a way. So Dave is doing some custom fab work, and we cut the coat hanger, and then we're gonna attach that to that. We're gonna try to stick that through, and then hopefully the rest goes through too.
Pretty sweet, right?
Hell yeah, it looks sweet. It looks like a damn gun. It's the new shanking device of the century. Take that bitch out of my car and whack! I bet I'll get reception in my car now too, huh? Alright, let's grab this baby. I don't really have enough room, dude. Wait, hold on. Yeah, oh, wait. Started cutting my hand, but oh well. Stuck. Okay, got it. Sweet, we got the wire. Damn, look at that. My car is looking so good with that new body kit, and I'm loving it. So right now I'm gonna remove the battery so there'll be more working room back there, because it's really, really tight and like I'm scratching on my arm. Now that the battery's gone, we can see a way better angle of that grommet all the way back there. Plus we got all this room to work with. So we got the wires through, and we're currently pulling it just enough so we think we can reach the O2. Wait, hold on. We should connect the O2 first before pulling it. Alright. So I hooked the O2 up, and it's pretty much good, but I think the socket is the wrong socket for this O2.
Use a wrench.
Yeah, you can do that too. I forgot about that. So I hooked up the O2 and I fed it around the engine. I took off this ground right here to feed it behind the engine, so now it won't get heated by the turbo or anything like that. And it'll be right next to the plastic manifold, which will be good. And it should be fit. David said it should fit. The only problem is the boost gauge is probably not going to fit, so we're going to have to extend it. So I got this all hooked up, and this was really hard to get on, but I finally got it on with some WD-40. And then now this plug can go back down there, and then this is going to hook up to the vacuum line on the boost. Since this was made for a front engine car, we're having to extend the wires to make it work so it can fit all the way under the dash and up here. But other than that, everything's going really, really well. So I don't know why, but this thing back here was so hard to get on, and then all of a sudden it just like fit into place and it like snapped. So that's good. We've got the vacuum tube all ready. This is where it's supposed to connect to right here. So it already has a T, so we're gonna add another T and then have to block off the third port, and I think it would be good from there. David's working on making the wires longer, and after that everything should be good, because I mean we already got this hooked up. And then we're just gonna put the gauge holder in there on the A-pillar, and then put the gauges in there, and we should be good to go. So while David was working on the wiring over there, I was working on this. I hooked up this wire to the back of the air-fuel ratio gauge, and then the boost gauge is in the middle, because I think it's gonna be easiest to see when it is like that. I'm not really sure what these holes are for, but I guess we'll have to figure that out. And maybe we'll put like a screw or something through there, but that's how it's gonna look inside my car. It looks pretty dope. Alright, so David just finished hooking up all the new wires, so he extended it like a foot in it. How much?
Oh, extended it not that much.
Alright, so we're gonna say that's like
4 feet.
4 feet. And we're about to put this baby in the car. So I routed this boost gauge cable to around and under this intercooler pipe. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut a little slit in here and then stick that baby right there, and I think it should be good. So I just finished it. I put zip ties around the boost so that it won't come off. I was thinking about using clamps, but you know, that would look too ugly. So we got these zip ties here, and I'm just gonna make this less obvious that this cable is here, and it should look pretty cool. So everything is done in the engine. I'm gonna start putting the engine cover back in the battery, and the last stuff is inside the cabin over there, and then we should be good to go. I think it's gonna look pretty cool with all this. I mean, the wires and everything look so ugly, and I really want to conceal it one day, but for right now, you know, it's gonna be a little messy. So I got everything back together, the battery and the engine cover. Last thing I knew is put the crossbar on, but I hid all these boost lines under this big tube. So I'm glad I got this big tube, because it kind of hides all the wires, but the engine harness is still here. Maybe one day I can get rid of it and make it look super clean, but right now that's what we're looking at. Damn. New car show setup. Crossbar hides it all, because you're just looking at the crossbar and the big ass turbo. But yeah, I think everything's hooked up and we should be good to go from the engine. So now we're gonna go inside the cabin, and we already have the wires under this footwell. Yeah, foot piece. And we're gonna wire them all the way up under the dash and then onto this A-pillar right here. I am so ready for a cold front to happen. It is October. And it's still hot. I'm sweating so crazy. And my Bape shirt over here is probably not gonna hold up. It's gonna get all sweaty. Everything is wired up now. It's not cleaned up yet. We're just gonna try it out. And we've got all the plugs up in the A-pillar. So we're not gonna actually put it on right now, but we're just gonna test it. Whoa! Red, I told you! No boost. And air fuel is yellow. Don't know what that means. Oh, it says poo poo. Oh, yeah, check the boost, check the boost, check the boost. 22. 22, that's a lot of boost. Negative 22. Alright, it works. We're gonna put the A-pillar back on, and it's gonna look super dope, even though the colors don't match. It's like a little bit off. It's like more of a gray instead of a black. The rest of my interior is black, and the A-pillar will be gray. But who cares, because everybody, we focus on the sweet gauges. I love how gauges look when it's on camera, because they're like all fluttering and stuff. Oh, it's the best. It's the best. But it's gonna look even better in person, because I can tell how much boost I'm running now. I didn't know before, and I'm only supposed to be running 8. So if it's over 8, 9 is okay, but we want to stay in that 9 range. So if it's over that, I'm gonna have to tune it again, but hopefully it's in that range, because I don't have a lot more money to spend. I have like 20 bucks to my name. So donate to me right now, like $1 million would just be great. I can finish this build, start another one, and we get so much more content for the channel. So the only thing we have left to do is put screws right here and here, so that the gap over here isn't really big anymore. But other than that, I mean, the fitment's pretty good. Fits good up here in the front. See that? And then it fits good over here. So I mean, yeah, we just need the screws, and then it'll be pretty much good to go. This one down here is gonna stay empty for a little bit until I get a different gauge. Probably like a oil pressure, but I mean, these two are gonna be in there for now. So the AutoZone screws that we got did not hold up, so we had to get some sheet metal screws that my dad had and put them in there. They do not look the best, but I mean, oh well, it keeps it in place. There's less of a gap over here, and it has like that AEM fitment now. So we're doing the bottom one now, and then we can finally put the gauges in and see how they work out. So another ugly looking screw in there, but we finally got everything nailed down there, so it won't be going nowhere. I don't know if I'm like put a sticker over it, paint them black, get black screws. I don't know, but
as soon as we put these in, they're not gonna work.
What if we drilled through one of the wires? That would have sucked.
Ah, you're not getting any gauges today.
So this is what it's gonna end up looking like. We took off the plastic covers, and yeah, looks pretty good except for these little bolts here. They look so ugly, and I don't know what to do with it. I don't know if I'm probably gonna put a sticker over it or something. So we're gonna go on a test drive right now. I'm gonna figure out how much boost we're running on this baby. The AFR gauge just has like 3 little slashes. So I don't know if that means it can't read it right now or what. Hey, this ain't working either. What the heck?
We didn't mess with that, so.
So the boost gauge went up to 6 just now, so that's, I mean, pretty good for right now. Jeep Squad is over there. All right, floor it. Okay, so 9. 9 was top.
I think that's good.
Yeah, boy. All right, guys, Dave is leaving. We're done for today. We got the boost gauge working. The AFR does not. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to see if it's too close to the turbo or if it's just a bad O2 sensor or if it's a bad gauge. I'm not sure. If you guys have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below, because I would love to get this working and not have to pay for someone to weld a new O2 bung on there or anything like that. We got most of the boost leaks gone, so it's pretty much good. We just need to figure out the AFR gauge, and then we'll be good to go. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you are new, and if you guys don't know, I do have a Discord if you guys want to join that. I play games on it, and we're just hanging out in there. So peace out, guys.